Ladies and germs, meet the one that started it all. This is the motherboard and CPU from my very first dedicated gaming computer, and I'm gonna bring it back to life. So, this has just been sitting in a box for the past like 2 years. And it's been sitting in a box because originally, when I wasn't using this PC anymore and I had a friend who wanted to get into PC gaming, I was like, hey, I'll give him my old gaming computer. And it served him well, but it didn't exactly run the games he wanted it to run. So he upgraded, and this platform came back into my possession, and I locked it away in a box and forgot about it until relatively recently, because I was thinking to myself, why does my first computer have to be e-waste? So we're gonna bring it back to life. And to bring this back to life, we've got a couple of things we're gonna do to it. First, we're gonna put the ugly green RAM in it. This came from my older brother's Alienware, which I am making a video about currently, where I'm gonna rip the CPU out of it and put it in a new build for the next PC flip. But we're gonna use it in my first computer, but it's not gonna look like that. Hell no, I am not putting that in here. You deserve better, you deserve better. So, I got some aftermarket heat spreaders. I have no idea how they work. I have no idea how to get them on, so we're just gonna bum rush it and see how it ends up. So I think it's backplate, and then thermal pad, then RAM, then another thermal pad, then front plate. So let's give this a shot. Does the other side have plastic too?
Yes.
I'm trying, I'm really trying. Right. That is not an experience I'm keen to repeat, but I have to. Alright, well, there's 20 minutes of my life I'm never getting back. I don't even know if these are on correctly. They didn't come with instructions, I just had to figure it out. And I think I did it right. I'm not super sure. We'll see if they go in the board. There we go. So, what are we gonna do about storage? Well, the mSATA is back. The 128 gigabyte mSATA drive that I pulled from the Alienware is back. And as you can see, there's no NVMe slot on this motherboard, it's SATA only. That's where this comes in. A PCIe X1 to NVMe adapter. So all 128 glorious gigabytes of this drive are going to my very first computer. And there we go. Alright, well, that didn't work. I'm stupid for thinking it would, because my motherboard doesn't even support M.2s in the first place. Why would a PCIe card magically make it work? So we're just gonna go with all reliable. I like leaving in mistakes, right? Because I'm not perfect. I'm going to make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. It's integral to the human learning experience. It's equally as important to try and fail at something than it is to succeed. Keep that in mind. And this is the case we'll be using. This is the Jonsbo C6 Max, I believe it's called. If I got it wrong, I'll put on screen what it's actually called, but It's a micro ATX case with a carrying handle, so I can turn my very first computer into a portable little lunchbox that I can take with me anywhere I want. First thing we have to do is get this handle off. And then there's a lever back here that pops up the top panel. Once the top panel is out, you can get to the front panel. So, the power supply mounts up at the front, and it has this little extender cable to run it to the back. Motherboard goes here, here's the front I/O. So let's just do this thing. Now it's time to get the motherboard in the case. This is a really strangely sized motherboard. It's micro ATX, but it's like half the length that it usually is. So it's like somewhere in between a mini ITX and a micro ATX. I don't know, weird size motherboard. And there we go. And while we're at it, I'm gonna plug in the front I/O. So this is a unified front panel connector, and I'm not sure if the pin layout is the same as on this motherboard. I guess we'll find out. Okay, well, we're missing an I/O shield, but that's starting to look like something. Powering it is this Corsair CX600 non-modular power supply. So in order to install a power supply in this, you have to take off the bracket up here. Okay, now it's time for the fans. I'm going to put this Antec 140mm fan up on top as intake, Arctic P12 Slim on the back as exhaust. Okay, well, I wasn't really a fan of that. I think that's the best I'm gonna do, because, you know, this is the original power supply from my build. Non-modular, I don't know, it was the cheapest thing I could get at the time that was from a reputable brand, and I am so insistent on using as much of the original hardware as I can. It's nice that this case can fit a full-size ATX power supply, but there's just not a lot of room to tuck away the cables, and they're in plain sight. You can see the ketchup and mustard abomination down here. but I think that's as good as I can get it. Now it's time to drop in our GPU, and I'm using, of course, my trusty dusty GTX 1050 Ti. I incorrectly said in my first video that this card is turning 10 in April because I got it for my 13th birthday. It's still turning 10 in April, but I got it for my 14th birthday. I turned 14 in 2016, not 13. I'm turning 24 in April, and this card will be turning 10 years old. Wow, a lot of good memories on this thing. A lot of them, and we're going to bring them back to life. And there it is, my very first gaming computer all reassembled in a new case. It's not a looker, that's for sure. This case is a little constrained for size. The cable runs are, something. Really not that good. You can see all the ketchup and mustard cables just kind of haphazardly shoved in here. It's really not pretty, but this is what I get for wanting to use as much of the original hardware as I could. I had to use this power supply. The case I originally put this build in back in 2016 was a Thermaltake Core V21, and I never really got a good look at the inside of this computer because the acrylic side panel was facing the wall. I didn't really care about looks at that point, and I'm kind of channeling that for this build. I don't really care what this looks like right now. I just wanted my first computer up and running again. So all that's left to do now is put an operating system on it and play some games. So the first operating system I tried on this was Linux Mint. Here's how my games ran on Linux Mint on this computer.
They are rage, brutal, without mercy.
Alright. I'm just keeping the default settings. We are at around 50 FPS on, I think, high it defaulted to.
Welcome. I'm Dr. Samuel Hayden. I'm the head of this facility.
Single digits in the FPS. Is it because I set it to 120? Okay, fine. I'll cap it at 60. 3 FPS. Oh, this poor thing. What did they do to the game? Standard everything with Intel Xe-SS set to balanced, and we are just barely getting mid-40s. Okay, well, we're at 51, 55. We were steady about 50, 51 there. Extremely high dips when we go to a planet's surface. High 30s to low 40s. I saw 44 there. Yeah, it looks horrible. It runs even worse. It's extremely stuttery with a inconsistent frame rate, even with Xe-SS. I tried using FSR in it. We got like a frame rate of 20. So I'm going to set our Xe-SS to ultra performance. And would you look at that? Ultra performance tanks our FPS to single digits. Yeah, Linux isn't really great for older NVIDIA hardware, so I just went back to Windows 10. I don't think I've played Doom 2016 since I beat it in 2016. Oh, we got a bit of a stutter there. Well, if I keep going, I'm just gonna play this whole fucking game. I've been playing nothing but Darktide recently, so any other FPS aside from Darktide feels really weird to play. But yeah, no, I'm seeing almost 100 FPS, which is phenomenal. I played a lot of No Man's Sky on this computer. I beat permadeath mode on this computer. Okay, so I'm on board my freighter and we're getting 56-ish. Saw 58 briefly, but let's look at our graphics settings. I remember I tried turning off VSync and it tanked my FPS down into like the mid-20s. So we are on a FSR balanced preset, and we're getting a solid 50, mid to high 50s. Okay, we got a bit of a stutter, but you know, we're almost at a solid 60. Okay, well, let's fly to the surface of this planet and see what it's like. Yeah, there's some stutters. Saw it drop down to 13. And now that we're entering the atmosphere, it's really hanging out. Yeah. Oh look, I picked the ocean. I mean, it's playable. It's definitely playable. Alright, well, almost 60. Got a stutter there. Oh, wow, big stutter. Yeah, with FSR, we're getting mid-50s. Let's just try doing some normal No Man's Sky things. Melee boost. Survey the planet. Yeah, it doesn't look very good, but, you know, I can play it. And like I was saying, this game is wildly, wildly different than last I played it on this computer. Dropping down to the third. Oh, a storm's coming in. So that'll probably be a good test. We'll wait for that storm to roll in. Okay, the storm's not that bad. Kind of waiting for it to kick up in intensity. No, we're still, I get 60 if I look at the sky. So, verdict is it's definitely playable, but I'm too used to this game running super well on my main computer.
Go roll on the highway, you freak!
And here we are in Deep Rot Galactic with a mix of medium-high settings with quality FSR.
Time to leave.
Yeah, we're getting like hundreds with FSR. Sure, it doesn't look the greatest, but I think this is probably the best use case for a computer like this, is a more lo-fi game like Deep Rock Galactic. A well-optimized game, I should say. It is taking quite a bit to load. There's those SATA speeds. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. How am I using 103% of my CPU? Isn't that, like, impossible? Oh my god, dude. Maybe this isn't the case for this computer. I thought I thought it'd load faster than that. This feels like I'm trying to play it on a hard drive. This is just to say the SSD, man. Oh, we're getting some audio issues. I could have sworn you could play this game on a literal potato. Alright, now we're in the drop pod and we're getting like 120. Yeah, we're getting jumps into the 120, 100 teens.
Get ready!
Okay, well, it took a while to load, but man, yeah, we're getting like 120. So without upscaling, this would probably be a solid 60 FPS. Maybe dips down into slightly below. Sure, the loading times were a little funky, but
should have left my nose on the bloody spice rig.
this is the way I came. Hey, Nitro. Respectfully, how do I navigate this cave? So, my relationship with Deep Rock is pretty strange. I really started playing it when I was with my ex. We played together a lot, and after we broke up, I just started playing solo Hazard 4 and Hazard 5 and got really good at the game for a brief period of time, and then I stopped playing it. Hey, an error cube. And, oh, I did not mean to throw a grenade. Oops. Oops. I haven't seen any Morkite at all, dog. Okay, well, this looks like a good place to wait for a horde to come around. Okay, there's Morkite. Yeah, there was a really brief period of time, maybe about half a year, where this was like the only game I was playing. And I was playing by myself on Hazard 4 and 5, and got really good at playing by myself.
Out of my way!
That is a bolt fucking detonator. That will be a good test. We can take that thing out. There you are. Okay, we dipped down to 99 in the explosion. Okay, that's pretty good.
We got contact miners.
Hey, there's the horde.
Your way.
And now my arena has been bulked, so...
Incoming. Smoke him if you got him.
Well, okay, well, there's a good place to put a cork in it.
But know this, Titus. The stain of suspicion never completely fades.
What do you mean? You're using 103% of my CPU. What do you mean? What do you mean? This is gonna be interesting. This is probably the most intensive game I have in my library. Took a long time to pre-create those shaders, and I was seeing 103% CPU utilization. How? Where are you getting that 3%? Now, I haven't played Space Marine 2 in a few months, and the last I played was with a controller. I do not remember the mouse and keyboard controls, and I don't have a controller handy. Oh wait, no, I think I played a little bit when Tech Marine came out, because I wanted to see what Tech Marine was all about. But I'm not going to play Tech Marine, because my Tech Marine's like level 1. Yep. See, I'm playing Tech Marine. Okay. Getting like 30s. Nope, 20s, high 20s. Cinematic 24 there for a second. I'm gonna play Bulwark, because I'm a Bulwark main. Space Marine 2 is one of those games I wish I could play more, because I love Warhammer, I love me a Space Marine, but I'm so laughably bad at it. I know it's just like, get good. But in order to get good at a game, you gotta keep playing it, and it's hard to play a game you're not good at. Could turn on frame gen, but I don't know how FSR frame gen would work on on a 1050 Ti. Okay, mid 30s. That's about the max I've seen. I know you're looking at my guys and you're probably thinking I look like Crimson Fists. This is actually the color palette that my friend group in high school used. That's what I colored my Marines after. We were dorks. We were in high school.
Must proceed to the gated
Okay.
outpost and establish their fate. Must then infiltrate the refinery and complete demolitions deployment. Trigger detonation only when the main swarm has entered the plaza zone.
Ground looks like mashed potatoes.
Our efforts over Vox.
Deployed and ready.
I do not remember the keyboard controls in the slightest. I don't remember how to parry. I do not remember. Hang on. I need to look at the controls, dude. Oh, I did not mean to stim myself, god damn it. Yeah, we're getting cinematic. Finish him off, Tack. Okay, fine. Okay, well, I can play it. I wonder what would happen if I turned FSR up to, like, performance. We jumped about 10 FPS. Okay, let's try ultra performance. Wow. I didn't know a game could look this good. Oh, seeing the enemies load in is just hilarious. Okay, well, the difference between performance and ultra performance isn't that big, and ultra performance just looks worse. But yeah, 30, this is a little better than I was expecting. Hey, we got some more stims. I jump down to fight you, and you jump up to run away. I keep pressing F instead of E.
Banner, ready to deploy.
Yeah, when I said I wasn't good at this game, I really meant it. Okay, dips down into the cinematic range again. For those unaware, cinematic means 24 FPS because that's what movies are shot in, is 24 FPS. I love the chainsword stomp attacks so much. I know chainsword is probably not as good as power sword. I haven't played with like power axe or anything yet, but it's just chainsword is so viscerally satisfying. Okay, we've reached a checkpoint. I think that's a good place to stop.
We're live, baby. Good morning, Tertium.
24 FPS in the Morningstar. 19.
7:21 p.m. 19 FPS in the Morningstar.
Oh wait, hold on. I'm gonna put on some upscaling. Maybe that'll make it better.
I don't know what I'm running, but I'm probably running 60 plus, maybe 120.
Let's do balanced Intel XeSS. Hey, it made it worse.
Oh,
How does
awesome.
upscaling make it worse?
That's great. I hate it.
Surprised you could still like do upscaling.
Okay, well, you know what? We're gonna roll with the 22 FPS.
22 FPS. Hey, it's cinematic, you know. It's like basically 30 FPS or 20 FPS. That's like anime.
Yeah,
You know?
what do you think about Power Matrix?
Power Matrix? Oh yeah, I'm playing Ogren, of course.
Everything's at the lowest possible setting.
Oh my god.
I'm getting 43 in the Valkyrie.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's not bad.
37, 38.
It's yeah, you're getting around 40.
Using 99% of my GPU and 60% of my 63, 62 of my CPU. Ooh, I saw 19.
Oof.
Yeah, we're getting low 20s.
Low 20s, just like anime.
Nick, I'm playing on my very first gaming computer from
He
2016.
sure is.
I'm
He
getting
sure fucking
low
is.
20 FPS.
Why are you
Alright.
doing this?
For content.
For a YouTube video.
Is it on potato? Is it potato mode?
Yes.
Oh god.
I'm getting like, yeah, the highest I've seen in-game was 26.
Why?
I got a gunner kill.
Hard?
Kill the bulwark. Hey, I almost saw 30. I just saw 29. Oh god,
Nice.
23 when that mutant
Almost.
ran by.
Don't you love when it's almost 30?
This is with no upscaling. I tried to turn on upscaling, it made it run worse. Which shouldn't be what upscaling does. That gunner jumped down and we almost got yeah, 18 FPS. 19.
What's the rolling like record for the lowest number you've seen?
8.
Jesus.
I hit it just now.
My bad, I jumped down.
8. I'm
I will
coming.
just get meds, it's okay. Thanks for res.
I didn't even get the right. Oh my god. 15.
It's gonna be even harder to tell
got
if you can
you,
get res.
Dave.
Thank you.
Wow.
Oh my god. Imagine actually playing this every day.
Oh god.
Yeah, I launched the
don't
game.
No Man's Sky on that computer.
I beat No Man's Sky permadeath mode on this computer. I used this computer until 2022.
Wow. Actually kind of wild. Are you kidding me, dude? You're kidding! Thank
I
you.
have come.
I have. Medstone over there if you want. I'll
Yeah,
forfeit.
so far the lowest we've seen is 8.
Can we get a 7 though?
Oh, I'm down.
You didn't even know you were down
I was-
until then?
Torture.
It doesn't help that I'm also recording, but my CPU utilization is fine. Yo,
Or
imagine
two.
trying to play Scum with this.
Oh
I
my God.
took the path of least
Darian,
resistance.
Darian, can we swap rigs? You play on my computer, and I'll play on Scum. I'll play on that
I
computer.
took path of least resistance by playing RB.
But it could be worse.
This is just Cooper
worry.
gets hit by
Reg
trappers.
got me. Yeah. I was doing alright. I gotta wait till my gummy kicks in, I'll be fine.
All the trappers just band together and bully the big man.
Oh, that's a chaos
Yeah, it's
spawn.
unfortunate.
It won't be for long.
Oh
Not
my
if
God,
I
the
can brittle him.
explosions! I saw 14 there when your crack went off.
What the fuck?
Surprised that trapper didn't get me. Thought it was. I'm gonna take one.
Dude, I
'cause
can't
we
even
have
tell what's going
Preston.
Oh, you're far. Oh wait, we're a bit.
Oh,
ahead
we
of
are
you.
pushing pretty far. Let's go
Yeah,
back.
I can't.
We're coming. We're coming. It's a good thing that the drop, like, there's no like drop off.
Every time I get tackled by a mutant, my FPS dips.
They go past it just grabbing you in the game and just grab your GPU directly to try and just murder you in real life.
Oh, 11. 11.
It's not 8.
It's also
18.
not 7.
14. 9.
Or 6.
Yeah, you know it's bad when I opened the game and it said, your PC does not meet the minimum requirements. Are you sure you want to launch? And I was like, yes.
At least it gave you a fair warning that you.
It sure did. It sure
Oh.
told you that some fuck
Listen,
shit was gonna happen.
I'm seeing, I got 30 there for just a second.
You're getting some like glimmers of light at the end of the tunnel. I like Ogren funny.
After this game, win or lose, I'm gonna go to the Psychanium. I'm gonna go in as Ogren, and I'm gonna throw a box of grenades and see what happens, because those, on good computers, can tank some people's FPS. I wonder what'll happen.
Oh,
to
it sometimes
this.
tanks my FPS. If there's like too much shit on the screen, then my FPS goes down.
Just
like, a
throw
little bit.
all of them.
So yeah, that'll be my final test before I go back to my main computer.
Do you think it
I'm getting
would
this barrel.
run better or worse in
Barrel.
in wastes? Also nades. Also box.
I'm good. I have all 3. I have an ammo crate too.
Yeah, my CPU's chilling at 45 degrees with the stock Intel air cooler.
Ouchie.
Yeah, GPU's at a constant. It's using 3.9. It's using more VRAM than I have available.
Yeah, ammo crate. Ammo crate too back here.
Think you
Yeah,
skim.
this card only has 4 gigabytes of VRAM, and it's using all of it.
Careful.
4.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Cooper, to put that into perspective, your card has 24.
Yeah.
This
That's
has
wild.
20 less.
Nice fucking shout. All right, if I make him brittle enough, I think he'll die instantly. Fuck!
You can't. Ow!
I can't get the fucking break.
You're not the one playing on a mid-range computer
I'm
from
coming,
2016.
Phil. I'm coming.
Sorry, entry-level computer from 2016.
Bonk, bonk, bonk.
Oh man, I gotta do the Justin test and play Helldivers on this.
Lamau.
Because the reason Justin upgraded from this is because this computer could not run Helldivers 2.
Oh god, after playing Helldivers 2 on my laptop, yikes.
I'm gonna take combat if anybody wants meds.
Oh my
yeah,
god,
man.
oh, my audio just went dead for a second when I got shot
Darren, you want
by
med stim?
3 shotgunners or something. That should be fine. I'll have med stim if I go down.
You've turned Darktide into a medieval torture technique.
Pretty much.
Oh, sorry, no. I literally thought it was the fucking bot that was down. My bad. I didn't want to mistake you for a bot.
I might as well be a bot with what I'm playing on.
Dude, I played Arbitrator.
How
and
am I
Havoc
using
34.
more VRAM than I have? How is it using 4.1 gigabytes when I only have 4? What the fuck?
You manifested 0.1 so your game can stress it more. That's fucking hilarious.
Your computer is gaslighting itself.
It's
It's
so
like,
funny.
we have more VRAM,
You're holding your own like really well.
surprisingly.
I think it just goes to show that you are cracked at this game.
I'm
It's
just good at this game. It's sickening.
Yeah.
I think that's the first time I've popped Aquila all game. I just forgot. I'm too focused on watching the frame rate.
I wouldn't have even noticed that you were playing on the NES vacuum tube from like 1940, unless you told me. Because the mission's going good.
And this is high intensity shock troop.
Insane.
Am I turning into Cooper? Because this is some of the most fun I've had with Darktide in a bit. Playing on this thing.
Wait, what do you mean turning into me?
You like to gimp yourself.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm a masochist. That's why I'm playing Ogren.
Oh my god, I got 5. 5.
Wait.
Hang on, I can help with that.
Okay, it wasn't as bad that time. Yeah, and it doesn't help that I'm playing on my old keyboard that I stopped using because it's so shit. Like, my shift key is getting stuck. Can't even press control.
That's literally what it feels like to like use my laptop keyboard, because like half of WASD just sometimes it comes off when I touch it. It just sticks to my finger.
Tackled by a mutant into... Yeah, I haven't broken 20 in a while.
Is a wonder you can still play. Sorry. Oh, that was the bot. I'm not sorry. I'm missing 5 health. Do you think I should take meds?
I'm missing 2. You think I should take meds?
Yeah, you should take it.
I mean, there's 2 hits left for both of you.
Oh, true. There we go. All fixed
We're
up.
not coming back here. And then someone instantly is gonna get hit by a sniper or something.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be me. Oh, come on. A barrel? A barrel? Not a sniper, but a barrel. Unfortunate.
I mean, you're only down 12 health.
I'm literally only down 12 health. It's fine.
There's still a hit of meds there. Oh.
So true. No, I don't care. I don't care enough if I lose even more health, then yeah, sure, maybe.
I saw 20, 23, 20, 26.
Actually, you know what? Oh, fuck it.
13.
I deserve
21.
these things. Garfield, what's 9 plus 10? Quick.
Lasagna.
Wrong answer. Actually correct. It's Garfield. Sniper is still there.
They called him Pole Jam.
I'm just bullying that sniper. Why not?
Oh my god, I'm staying in the 20s here. Oh.
Check out this up hog.
What is up, dog?
Oh, I said up hog.
Do I dare? Do I dare? Do I take the bait?
It's just an up hog.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just a perfectly normal warthog that is part of the ceiling gang master race, because floors are for chumps.
Yeah.
You said that my FPS went down to 12. Oh geez, you're both
fuck,
down
we
there
can't
and I
get
went
you.
down.
We already dropped down.
I think I did pretty well considering
The
what I was playing on.
I will say.
Okay, I guess
Like if you told me that like yeah, it's just kind of an off night. I did a bunch of shit today. Honestly, I would believe it.
So, what's the takeaway from all of this? Well, the old girl's starting to show her age, and, you know, even if a game says you don't meet the minimum specs to play it, you can still play it. It's not going to be good, but you can still do it. Darktide ran, not very well, but it ran. Space Marine 2 was cinematic. Doom and Deep Rock Galactic exceeded my expectations. Doom, of course, because I built this computer specifically to play that game. It ran really well, like over 60 well. And DRG with some upscaling was pretty solid. Even when a bulk detonator came in and blew up, it only dipped down to about 99 FPS. But yeah, the real pain points are when you try to play anything approaching modern. The 4 gigabytes of VRAM on that 1050 Ti are just not enough for modern games. I was looking at the performance overlay and consistently VRAM was pegged at like 4.1 out of 3.9 available gigabytes of VRAM. In some CPU intensive tasks like pre-creating shaders in Space Marine 2 or just loading the game, it was pegging 103% of my CPU. How is that possible? How is 103% possible? So in some ways, it exceeded my expectations. Like, you know, 103%. And in other ways, it just barely met my expectations. I was expecting this to run poorly in modern games and okay in the games I used to play. And the most apparent example of a disappointment would be No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky is a much different game now than it was when I first played it on this computer. No Man's Sky is constantly being updated with free content. It makes the game bigger and better, but the performance has taken a bit of a hit on older hardware. And it was fine with some upscaling. You know, going into a planet's atmosphere was a little rough, but this computer still works. And it can play older games, it can play the game I built it for. I might use this just as a little emulation box. You know, set it up to like a CRT monitor and make a little game cabinet and play some old school retro games, but final verdict, it's still kicking. Even after 10 years, it is still kicking. It will try to run the games you throw at it. It's not going to do it well, but it'll try. And for that, I think we should give it a pat on the back.